जाने समझे ज्ञान वास्तु शास्त्र का, पृथ्वी अग्नि जल वायु स्थान कहाँ आकाश का।
ओम वास्तु पुरुषाय नमो नमः।
खुद ही समझो खुद ही जानो, कहता है क्या भला।
Okay.
So you are going in tune with the earth, because earth is round. So when you go like this, all the 360 degrees, and this becomes a top, then your house is like a tortoise.
Okay.
Your house is like a earth. Now this is supposed to be one of the best slopes. However, the carpenters today or the tilers today, if you tell them to do something like this, it takes a lot of time for them to adjust this type of flooring. Therefore, most of the tilers today, they do the flooring at same level. It is much easier and quicker and faster for them. So you tell them do it like this, and they'll say, I don't like your job, I'm not doing your job. So you'll say, okay, do what you feel like, make it plain. But if you can get this done, there is nothing like it. This is the best. Okay?
Yeah.
So that was one. So bed positions, are we clear?
Yeah.
Now I must tell you again, come back to bed positions for the students basically.
Oh.
So I'm going to tell you something, how students should be facing and how people in job can be facing, or people in business can be facing. Now, education is given, in education, sun helps you a lot. Sun is in the east.
Yeah.
So you really need, like we all say, that if you can get up at 4 in the morning and if you can study, so that is the time, whatever you have read, you will remember all your life. Instead of studying at night, it is advised that you should be studying in the morning. Early morning hours.
Yeah.
So if you have read from 4 early morning, from 4 to 7:30 in the morning, that is something that you are going to remember all your life. Because that is the time of the dewdrops, that is the time when the sun is rising, that is the time of ultraviolet rays, that is the time when all the positive energies come to the earth and want to bless you.
Yeah.
So if you are awake at that time, it's very good atmosphere. Right, it's a pious atmosphere. You were fresh, you just gotten up from your sleep, and now you're studying. Wonderful. Okay.
Yeah.
So now this is sun, and if you have your study table of the children like this, facing east, in the northeast corner, this is wonderful. Now what you do is, when you sleep like this, or when you in this room sleep like this, with here and a window here, and a study table again maybe here, right, 2 students, 2 children. Now what happens, because of this window, what you do is you see the moon here.
Yeah.
Right, you see the moon from your window, take the blessings of the moon, the mother, eternal mother, and go to sleep.
Yeah.
And early in the morning, 4:30, 5 o'clock, the moon is gone and the sun is here, and it tells you, wake up my dear child, it's morning, I want to bless you, and start studying. So if you keep this window open, what a wonderful arrangement gods have given us, the scientists of those times have given us, that students should be facing head in the west, so that when they go to sleep, they can see the beauty of the moon, and in the morning, sun will come and wake them up.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
So from this window here, they can see the moon and they can see the sun.
But Mr. Gyani, I would like to ask you, like in the last episodes, we have been learning that this room is considered to be a weak room. So if
That's
the kids...
That's what, for the main earning person.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
But for kids and senior citizens are retired people.
Yeah.
They don't go out for business, they don't go out for job.
Earning.
Right. So this is Jupiter, this is God. So what does the senior citizen do?
They
Because
just take rest.
He's almost done with his life.
Yeah.
So the only thing that he must be wanting to do is do prayers.
Yeah.
Isn't it? And be thankful to God to give him this life, a happy life, successful life. So he is always in tune with the God, in line with the God. And that is what this Jupiter God wants him to do.
Okay.
And the students, they are not active in business, they are not active in jobs. They need the support of Jupiter and Sun for their studies. So they are plus there's a magnet here. So most mothers have this complaint that my son does not study for more than 15 minutes. He will sit on his table for 15 minutes. 16th minute he'll say, Mama, I need water.
Yeah.
Mama, I need to attend a phone. Mama, let me watch the TV for 10 minutes. So every 15 minutes he gets up. Now there is a detachment here. So
Okay.
that detachment throws him out from this chair. There's an attachment here. When he sits here, he will sit here for 4 hours and not get up. And Mama will say, too much of studies. Now that is enough. Come in the living room, watch some TV, talk to your friends on the mobile phone, be on WhatsApp, be on
Any social networking sites.
yes, and please relax.
Relax.
After 2 hours, you can go back to study. So it is the mother here who is telling the child, get up and do something else.
Yeah.
Don't just keep on studying. Whereas here, the mother has a complaint that my child doesn't study.
Study.
This is magnet. We want the children to sit there for 4 hours and study with concentration.
Okay, okay.
Plus Jupiter is going to help him. Plus Sun is going
Sun
to
is
help
going
him.
to help them.
Right.
Yeah.
That is why it is a good room for studies.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you have to learn. In olden days, what used to, how would we learn? We will go to forest,
Yeah.
and there will be a guru
And he
a
used to
spiritual
teach us.
guru, and we go to him and study with him.
Yeah.
Who is Jupiter? He is a guru.
Guru.
Right. We have to go to him to study, take the blessings. So that is why this is a good room for students.
Okay.
For girls, this is a good room,
Okay.
right? Because this is fire. Again, we don't want girls to go here.
And boys can
Boys can come here, but girls should
Girls
not go
should
there.
not go there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Girls can also, this is also for boys and girls.
Okay.
Now that we have taken up studies as one of the subject,
Yeah.
let me tell you friends that this is good for boys. East facing northeast room. If for whatever the reason you cannot have east facing study table, you can take the second best, and that is
North.
Right.
Yeah.
In the northwest room, again, students can sit like this, east facing, but never ever make your student face west
West.
while studying. It does not help the student. And particularly if the study table is in the northeast corner, I can challenge no child will sit here for more than 15 minutes. 16th minute he must get up, must get up, must get up. Because this room is going to throw, this corner is going to throw him away. Go, don't sit here for more than 15 minutes. So this is bad. And by any chance, if the study is in the southwest corner, south facing, or southwest corner, west facing, this child may apparently show you that he is studying, but he may not be studying, and he may be doing all the wrong things possible. He is only showing you that he is studying. Or if he is seriously also studying, then his numbers are not going to show that he is studying. All exercise done here in the southwest corner, while facing south, while facing west, are a wastage of exercise. Eventually they are going to be wastage of exercise. If your husband has a workstation here, if in any office, in the southwest corner of any room, if somebody is facing like this and is working on his computer, a project work, those projects will never get launched. And if at all they get launched, they are going to show massive losses. Anything done in this direction is not going to give you good results, is not going to yield good results. Whether it is studies, whether it is projects, whether it is your husband's some work, this is not good. This direction is not good.
Yes.
Even in this room, if the computer is like this, or in this room the computer is like this, it is no good. It can never yield result. You can never face southwest in a southwest corner, because your direction, your vision is towards Uranus, and Uranus becomes your dominating planet, and his job is to do everything negative. His job is to do loss. So anything that you have done in this direction is going to affect as a loss eventually.
Yeah.
Now this is a perfect science. I mean, there can never be, I can nobody on this earth can come and tell me, I have worked on this table and I've created a project and that project made millions. No, it is not possible. The only thing, maybe somebody can come and tell me that I have done something and that was positive, but eventually I will tell him or explain to him or prove to him that it was not possible. Somebody might come and tell me that I made a nuclear bomb while sitting here and I made millions out of that. You made millions out of that, but humanity has failed because of your project.
Definitely.
So whatever you did eventually is a failure for humanity, right? You have not produced anything, something that is
Relevant.
that helps humanity. No, it has disturbed the mindsets of humanity. So whatever you produced was something that Uranus wanted you to produce for all the bad things to happen to humanity.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
So some such thing like a nuclear bomb can be produced here, but otherwise if you're talking about a project to be launched for the profits, it can never give you profits.
Yeah.
You get my point?
Yeah. Mr. Gyani, one question I would like to ask you, likewise you are telling us if we want to do something good for the humanity and if we are making some projects or something like that, but till now we were just working over here in this portion of the room. Suddenly, after watching these episodes and all these things, I plan to change my mind and I plan to change my room now. So what can I do to change my room? Because as it is, we know that this is the side of the evil and it will not allow us to change our room or possession easily.
Oh no, madam, you have not understood well, or maybe I don't understand your question. Listen, what I say is, if the study table is in this direction, if the study table is like this,
Yeah.
or maybe it is like this, right, west facing, then this is not going to yield positive results.
Yeah.
However, I've said that the main earning person in the family must be sleeping in this room. Why do you forget that I had quoted that there is a snake, mouth of the snake here,
Yeah.
and you need to sleep on the mouth of the snake, because if you don't sleep here, then that mouth of the snake is going to go open wide and swallow all your resources, right? So it is very important that the main earning member of the family has to sleep here, because he has to run the family, he has to go out and earn a lot of money to be progressively running the family, right? Why do you want to change your room? Yes, there is one reason why you should change your room if you have this room, because this axis is not for girls. So if you are a girl and you're sleeping in this room, then you need to go either into this room or into this room. Because this axis is for girls.
Okay.
Right? We don't want you to have more domination on the family. Because it is not good for you also. Right?
Yeah.
For a lady, the domination to an extent is okay. But if that lady is very, very dominating, then it is not good for the family also and not good for her also. Right?
Yeah.
So it was about the study table. It was not about changing the room. It was about changing the direction of the study table.
Okay.
You get me?
Yeah.
So even if I am staying here and my bed is like this and I am in a habit of doing at 4 in the morning, get up and work on my internet, then maybe I can have my study in the north here. Maybe I can have my study in the east here.
This can be considered good.
Yeah, it is good because my direction is good.
Yeah.
And I am not into the southwest corner. I am into the east or the north of southwest corner.
Yeah.
So that is again okay if I can want my study here. If my wife doesn't get disturbed, because if I get up at 3:30 in the morning and start working on my workstation, and if she doesn't get disturbed, then it is a good arrangement.
Yeah.
But if she gets disturbed, it is a bad orientation. I will be going to some other room and have my study there.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So that is okay.
Yeah.
Right? So far so good?
Yeah. So Mr. Gyani, we have discussed about the bed positions in the different directions of the house. But one question I was thinking was like there are many parents, in fact many mothers, who keeps on complaining that their kids don't sit for an hour or so and they don't study well. And they have been trying a lot that their kids can focus on studies so that they can score good marks even. But they don't study. So can you suggest something like that due to which they can just study and they can score good marks even in the same direction where they have their study table?
They have to take a copper vessel like this.
Okay.
Generally you get them in India, but I'm sure in any Indian gift article store you will get this. In Indian gift article stores you can find them all over the world. So this is a copper vessel.
Yeah.
And you are supposed to put holy water in it.
Okay.
And with a copper plate you can braise it and seal it.
Okay.
Right. Supposingly now the study table is here and the child's chair is here. What
Yeah.
you can do is you can put this vessel, a small vessel with holy water here.
Okay.
Right. And this does not really need to be stuck or put an adhesive. Don't need that. You just put it there. You can lift it, maybe wipe the floor and again keep it. That's okay. Just by keeping this holy water in a copper vessel here, or if the study table is here, and if this copper vessel, but this has to be not on the table, on the floor.
On the floor.
This has to be kept here, or maybe in this room again you can keep it here on the floor.
Okay.
Avoid putting this vessel anywhere in the center and anywhere in the southwest room. Right.
Okay.
Only these three locations are allowed. You can put this vessel with holy water on the floor and under the study table, and then you will see that these children, they sit for a longer period than even you expected. Right.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
this is a wonderful arrangement, and once you do it, your child is going to sit for a longer time, and you will rather feel pity on the child, and you will say, okay, now get up and come back and watch some TV, go on WhatsApp, be with
Do
your
some
friends.
social networking
Yeah.
sites.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so this is one thing that can be done.
Mr. Gyani, one more question. Likewise, you are telling us to keep this copper vessel under the table, on the floor basically. So I just want to ask you, do we need to change the water even after a certain period of time?
No. I said you have to weld it. You have to weld this, you have to braise it.
Okay.
Brazing is a process which is known as welding.
Welding.
Welding is done on metals, and brazing is done on copper or
Coppers.
aluminium or something. So this is brazing. So
Okay.
once you have done the brazing, it is sealed. Even you cannot open it.
Okay. Okay.
You get my point?
Yeah.
So you have to keep it and see the wonderful results that your child is having. Okay. Avoid in the center of the house. Avoid the southwest corner. We don't need water bodies here. You remember?
Yeah.
I said in the southwest corner, if there is so much water also, it will eat away all your resources,
Yeah.
all your funds. So in the center, you cannot have water. It is space. You cannot have water. Water means it says it can cause death.
Death.
Water in the central part of the house can cause
Cause
death.
death.
So you have to basically avoid so much part,
Okay.
right? So much part. You can have water there. Okay.
Okay.
आओ जाने समझे ज्ञान वास्तु शास्त्र